say, man. I don't know her. She's too quiet.
What up, though? It's your girl, She's Too Quiet, and welcome back to the She's Too Quiet podcast. This podcast is for the ones who've been overlooked, underestimated, or simply too quiet for the noise of this world. I'm Tania, a fellow introvert and woman of faith, inviting you to find strength in stillness, clarity in solitude, and purpose in your quiet voice. Every episode, you'll hear reflections, devotions, and quiet confessions that remind you don't have to be loud to be powerful. And if you're listening, you're already a part of the Quiet Power Club, a space where we celebrate gentle strength and the God who meets us in the silence. Let's get into it. What up, though? Happy Friday. It is officially the weekend. I am very happy we have made it to Friday. My week hasn't been too bad, thank the Lord. Everything's gone pretty smooth. This weekend, I have a few things on the docket. I'm going to go in for a little trim for my hair, and then I plan on hitting up the gym this evening. So not too much on my plate, thankfully. So I'm sure I'll get some R&R in there. I hope your week has been great. I hope you haven't ran into too many pitfalls or had too many bad experiences, but we are at the weekend, so please do something to relax. So today I want to have a little family talk with y'all. Come on in, take off your shoes, go ahead and get you something to drink, and let's sit down and talk. So today's episode is called It's Okay to Shine. Stop apologizing for who God made you to be. Now, I know we've all heard that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. We all have heard that we were made in the image of God. Now, my thing is, do you believe it? Have you internalized what that means? Or do you think that those are just scriptures? This episode, I really want you to understand that it is okay to shine. You don't have to hide. I know you may not be perfect right now. I know that you may have heard something that's contrary to how you feel about yourself, but I really want you to understand that you are that girl. You are that guy. And it's about time that we walk in it. Don't shrink from it. Stand up. Get up, okay? It's time to grow up, all right? Walk with your head up a little bit. And let me just tell you my hot take. So my hot take is I think a lot of us spend way too much time trying to become better. And we forget that we've already come so far, right? If I could explain this, it would be like we're continuously moving the finish line. For example, we'll say things like, I'll be proud of myself once I hit 500 subscribers, or maybe I'll finally be happy once I get the man of my dreams or the girl of my dreams. Or we may say stuff like, I'll start showing up when I make this amount of money. And we finally get there, we reach all of those goals, and then all of a sudden there's another finish line that we've established for ourselves. What I want you guys to really sit with and take in is that you need to give yourself some more credit, right? You are doing great. Your younger self would really be proud of you. Now, the younger Tania, she would be so proud right now. Like, I am talking. I have moved to a different area away from my family. Good job, independent, so think about the good things. And I did hear that on, I think, another podcast before. They were talking about, like, reminiscing about the happiest you were in your life and some of the things you've accomplished. And it's like, wow, do we really take those opportunities to really sit with good experiences and the good things that we've done and how incredible we are? I hope you catching my drift. I know we've heard this question before. Who told you you weren't enough? Who told you you were too much? Who told you just because you're quiet you weren't meant to lead? Who told you that you need to fix your personality? 9 times out of 9, or 10 times out of 10, those people telling you that were not the person that created you. I'm not talking about your parents, all right? I'm talking about God. And it's kind of strange when you think about it. We allow so many people to label us and define us, and they don't even really know us for real, all right? Now, as I look back over my life, and I grew up in an era where I felt like everybody was trying to be each other. Everybody was trying to fit inside of a box. They wanted to wear the same thing, have the same slang, talk the same personalities, same bodies, same everything. If you didn't have what everybody else had, people started talking about you. They would even be bold and tell you to your face, call you weird, and just shun you if you weren't like everybody else. Now, this was true for me in high school. Now, if somebody paid me to go back to high school, I probably would not take the money. I would probably decline. I mean, I did my time. That season is over, so I'm going to leave it where it's at. So, in high school, I was really trying to figure out, who I was. I was comparing myself a lot. I would wonder why I wasn't very outgoing compared to most people. I would wonder why certain things came easier to some people than it came to me. And that kind of followed me as I began entering college. So during my freshman year in college, I was still very shy, very timid, very uncertain. And I don't know, there's just always been this daredevil in me for some reason. So I ended up going to college about 2.5 hours away from home. So I've always kind of been adventurous in that way, to kind of march to the own beat of my drum. But at the same time, I was still like timid and not very vocal. But college is where things really changed for me. One of my first growth experience happened during the first week. And I can remember I had so much stuff I had to do. Like, I had to get my parking pass. I wanted to figure out where my first class was going to be on that Monday. All of these errands to run. And so I had met a few people during the first week. And so I had hit them up like, hey girl, I need to go run a few errands. You want to come with me? If you down, let me know if you can come. Whoop-de-whoop. And so I was waiting. I don't know what they were doing or, where they were at, but they were taking so long to get back to me. And it's like that vision of the clock, like the hands of the clock are just going by. 1 hour goes by, 2 hours goes by. And y'all, I was getting so irritated. And something clicked to me like, girl, if you don't get up and handle your business, like, why are you waiting for somebody to do stuff that pertains to you? Like, they are not interested in doing it for themselves. So why are you waiting and putting things on hold when you have stuff to do? So as soon as that clicked in my mind, y'all, I got up and got on my little white Saturn Ion and I hit the road. I did all my little errands, got me some food, and I came back. I felt so accomplished. And that really taught me that you have the power to do what you have to do to manage. You have the power to create life how you want it to be. No one can stop you from accomplishing the things you want to accomplish. So that was like my big aha moment. Like, everything that you want depends on your mentality and your want to go out there and get it. So I got up, I found my classes, got my parking pass. I did all of that myself. And that really strengthened this resolve in me that I use to this day. Like, I'm definitely one of them ones now, like, oh, y'all taking too long, I'm going. Or, this right now is not serving me. And I know the things that I need to handle. So I'm going to leave you where you at. I'm going to leave y'all where y'all at. And I'm going to make sure that at least all my boxes are checked. So that kind of built my confidence a little bit and got me out of my shell. Now, quiet people, come closer. If you identify, come closer. One thing I need you to really do is I need you to stop talking about yourself like you're somebody God settled for. Some of y'all can't even accept a compliment without turning it into an argument. Somebody will be like, oh yeah, I like your outfit. Oh, I just grabbed this. And like, no, you really look good. It's really not that good. Girl, yeah, your top is pretty. Like, girl, just say thank you. Why are you arguing? Every accomplishment, you downplay it. Every gift, you explain it away. Stop doing that, okay? God has blessed you with it. Why are you so embarrassed by it? Huh? What's the root of that? Why do you do that? Just ask yourself that. And then I want to clear something else up for my quiet people. I don't know how we got this confused, but being humble and having humility doesn't mean you should think bad thoughts about yourself, okay? Humility isn't pretending that you are not talented. Humility is not pretending that you have no gifts, you have no skills. Humility isn't pretending that you are not beautiful, that you are not successful. Humility is recognizing where all of those gifts and talents came from, all right? It's pointing it back to God. It's not demeaning yourself and putting yourself down. God, let me tell you this. God never asked us to think less of ourselves. He always let us know in his word how much he values us. So I don't need you discounting the version of you for somebody else to like. You are the original copy of who God created. We need to stop all of this waiting to become worthy of stuff, waiting to become worthy of love, worthy of growth. You have had all of that this whole entire time. So this episode was really created to remind you that you are allowed to enjoy who you're becoming. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. You are allowed to celebrate small wins. You're allowed to laugh. Stop apologizing for taking up the space God has given you. You're allowed to have opinions. You're allowed to use your gifts and talents. You're allowed to walk in a room and not apologize for your personality. Whether you are outgoing or you're an introvert, you are who you are. God isn't surprised by who you are, okay? So stop acting like you have to earn the right to be yourself. I have a small challenge for you if you're willing to take me up on this offer. So this week coming up, every time you catch yourself saying, I'm just this, or I'm only that, or I'm too this, stop. Just stop. Replace it with, this is who God made me to be, and he's still growing me. Give yourself permission to become, love every moment of it, love every piece of you, love the journey, love the experience. So as we get into the close of this episode, if you don't remember anything else, remember this. Stop apologizing for who God made you to be. The world has enough copies. What it needs is the version of you that God has created. Thank you for spending a few quiet moments with me today. I want to leave you with this song that I think captures the feeling of this whole episode. It's called Build Me Up by Cleo Soul. I love the title of this song because it really captures this whole conversation. I want to build you up. I don't want to tear you down. I don't want to make you feel like you need to become someone else. I want to remind you that you are worth building up. You are worth encouraging, you're worth investing in, and most importantly, you are someone God intentionally created. If this episode encouraged you, make sure you are following She's Too Quiet. Make sure you're subscribed, turn your notification bells on, and stay connected so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to do two things: that's love God and love people. This is for the soft spoken and deeply felt. Until next time, deuces.